Today we are going to discuss about something that 2D arrays. Okay, we are going to declare 2D arrays and how we are going to read 2D arrays and how we are going to access 2D arrays, how we are going to pass 2D arrays, how we are going to return 2D arrays. The total concept. Two-D arrays means, for example,
Sir, somebody sent message in the group to send link, sir.
with the link.
Yes, sir.
What link they want?
Not me, sir. Somebody kept the message for the class link.
They will join. They will join. No problem. Somebody sent already. Okay, this is for example 2D array. For example, if it is a simple single array, it is going to be like this. This is 0th one, and this is first index. This is index 1. This is index 2, and this is index 3, like this, right? But in 2D array, we are going to. That means it is going to be more than one dimension. For example, this is single array and this one is single array, and for example, this is the combination of three single arrays. That's it, right? Combination of three single arrays. Each single array consisting of three values. For example, this is for example a 3 by 3 matrix, right? 3 by 3 array. 3 by 3. That means how many rows are there? This is the first row, and this is the second row, and this is the third row. In each row, there is one column, second column, and third column. Okay. For each row, for example, we can write n. The dimensions will be like this: 4 into 3, like this. Anything. That means 4 rows. In every row, there are 3 columns, like that. We can define anything else. For example, this one is 3 by 3. That means this is 0th row. Every time in the array concept, the starting value is 1 only, right? This is the 1 and this is the 2. The row values are, how many total rows are there? Total rows are 3. It is going to be start from 0, 1 and 2. Okay? And for each row there is column count, right? There are totally 3 columns are there. The column is going to be start from 0, 1 and 2. That means look at here, what is the position of this one? 0, 0. Yes, this position is 0, 1. 0 and 1. Okay, this is 0, 2. 0, 2. This is the first array. The first array is consisting of 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. It is going to start from 0, 0. It is going to start from 0, 0 and it is going to be end at 0, 2. If the column size is 3, we are going to start at going to stop at 0, 2. And the second array is going to be started 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2. This is going to be 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. What is the dimension here? 3 by 3, right? It is 3 by 3. That's why the last position is always 2 by 2. 2, 2. Okay, the first position is always at 0, 0. The first position is always at 0, 0 and the last position is 2, 2. For example, if it is 4 by 3, 4 by 3, what is the last value? Anyone? What is the last value?
3
3 by
by
2.
3 by 2, that's it, right? 3, 2. 3, 2 is the last one. What is the first one? First one is always 0, 0. Okay? What is the meaning of 4 into 3? For example, 3 into 3 means 3 by 3 means 3 rows are there. For every row, there are 3 columns. Like that, it is 4 by 3. What it is?
4 rows, 3 columns.
For every row, we have to tell that for every row, there are 3 columns. Okay? Like that, we are going to access. That means for this one, I am going to take one index value. For this one, I am going to take one index value. Okay, I want to print the values first of all, 0, 0, 0, 1 and like that. Then I am going to read the values. For example, int, I am going to take 2 values here. Is equal to 0. I am going to start at I is equal to 0. I less than, for example, 3 I am taking here. Sorry. I less than 3. I plus plus. Again, for every row, right? For every row. That's why I'm writing inside that one. Inside. J is equal to 0. J less than 3. J plus. I am going to print here %d, comma, I, comma, j. For example, now I am going to execute it. Just look at here. Look at here 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. Yes? Is the values are same or not? Is the values are same or not? For every I value, what is I value first of all? What is I value first of all? 0. For 0, I value is 0, that is constant here. The j value becomes 0, 1 and 2. For I is 0, I am going to print I is constant for the first time and j is going to be repeated for 0, 1 and 2. Then I is going to be changed as 1 for 1, 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. Then I becomes 2, again 0, 1, 2. Yes, is okay. For example, it is going to be 4 by 3. That means it is going to be 4 into 3. This is 4 and this is going to be 3. If I am going to execute it, just look at now. It is going to be start at 0, 0 and it is going to be end at 3, 2. Okay, is it clear everyone? Now I am going to...
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay, right. I am going to take some values R and C. I am going to read it from standard keyboard, and some row. R means row size and C means column size. Instead of 4, I am going to write R here. Instead of 3, I am going to write some C here. For example, if I am going to execute it, I am going to give some 3 and 3. 3 by 3 matrix. This is going to be 3 by 3 matrix. Yes. Again, I am going to execute it. It is going to be 5 by 4. 5 by 4. It is going to be like this. It is starting at 0, 0 and it is going to be end at 4, 3. Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. That means I am going to reading here row size and column size. Row size and column size. R and C becomes. Now I am going to read the values at the location. And now I am going to store the values. I'm going to store the values. I'm going to write here some 100. It is going to be like this. I'm going to take some static memory location 100 by 100. That means what is the maximum capacity of this one? The maximum capacity of this one is 100 rows. For every row, we can store 100 columns. What I'm writing here, ARR of 100 means the maximum capacity of this array is 100 rows. For every row, there is 100 columns are there. Okay. Instead of this printing, I am going to read here. I am going to read %d, comma. I am going to read only one value. Okay. At this memory location, that means, for example, 00 memory location is there. In that 00 memory location, I am going to read one value. I am going to put one value. I am going to store one value. What is that? I and J. I am going to mention the address. Look at here. What is I and J? For the first time, I and J are 00. 00 means this position. I am going to place a value at 00 location. Okay. Again, it is going to be repeated for 01, then 02, like this. I am going to print is the values are stored or not. This one. Instead of scanf, I am going to write here printf. Just ready. I am going to execute it now. It is going to be 3 by 3 matrix. I am going to give some. How many values I am giving here? 9 values I am giving here. If I press enter, it is going to be 1, 2, 3. That means this is the first row and next row and the last row. Like this, we are going to read the values and we are going to print the values. Just simply note it down, everyone. This is going to be reading of 2D array. And this is going to be accessing the 2D array. Just note it down, everyone. This declaration is a static memory location that is going to be fixed. Here I am going to read only, for example, 3 by 3 matrix, right? 3 by 3 matrix. So what is the maximum value of this one? This one is going to be 100 by 100. But I am reading how many values here? Only 9 values. That is 3 by 3. All the remaining memory locations are waste, right? Just note it down, everyone. This is the one type of memory location. Memory allocation. After reading the values, just note down the printing the values. Note down the comments also. I am going to print the array values. This is totally static memory location, static memory. We cannot modify the values. This is 100 by 100 the maximum size. Is it finished, everyone?
Oh, yes, sir.
Then the same thing, but I am going to write here using of static memory location. I am going to write a dynamic memory location.
Sir,
Then,
scroll it down, sir.
okay, wait. It's very simple, yaar. It's the same thing here also. Instead of scanf, we are writing printf. That's it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, instead of static memory location, now we are going to move for dynamic memory location. We are going to take double star here. Double star means why we are using double star here? We are using double star why? Because of it is a single star. It is going to be a single memory location. That means it is going to be now storing that address of address. That means we are going to store here the total address. That means we are going to access this array and access this array and access this array also. I am going to store the memory location of the total array here. How I am going to allocate here? ARR is equal to int star star malloc of r into, that means I already read the size of r, right? R into size of int star. Now I am going to allocate what I am doing here. I am going to allocate here how many values are there, how many rows are there, how many rows are there. I am going to allocate 3 rows. I am going to allocate 3 rows here. I will explain, just wait. And after rows allocation, what I am doing here, I am going to allocate how many columns here for every row. And just wait. For I is equal to 0, I less than r, I plus plus, I'm going to print it first of all. Percentage d space ARR of I. I will show you what it is. Okay, I write some spelling mistake here. Size of. I'm going to give some rows values is going to be 3 and the columns is going to be 2 here, for example. Just look at here. what it is going to be print. This is the address of first row. This is the address of first row. This is the address of second row, and this is the address of third row. Like that, it is going to be printing here. Just observe, everyone. It is going to be print. It is going to be print. It is going to be print the address of. For example, I am going to write like this. It is going to be print the address of first memory location, second memory location, and third memory location. In this way, it is going to be print the ARR of I means. What is ARR now? What is ARR? What is ARR? Three by four. Just observe here. What is ARR here? ARR is the address. ARR is the address that is going to be located. That is going to be stored of all the addresses. All the addresses. That is not a particular single address. That is, if it is a single address, one single pointer is enough. What is star ARR means? It is going to be store. It is going to be store address of another address location. For example, I am going to write like this. It is going to be the address of another location. That means, what is ARR here? What is ARR here? Anyone? What is that? It is going to be 2 by 2. Just look at here. These two are the. This is the first row address. This is the second row address. And what it is? And what it is? This is the address of. These two values are stored in one particular array. These two values are stored in one particular array. That is this one. Okay, that is ARR. ARR is the address location of. ARR is the address location of these two rows. For example, if it has 10 rows, all the 10 rows are values are stored in another memory location. That is this one. For example, what is the value inside it? What is the value inside it? I am going to execute it again. 2 by 3. Just observe now. What is the value inside it? What is the value inside it? The value is the first row memory location. That is the first row memory location. Are you catching my point or not, students?
Yes, sir.
What is ARR? What is ARR? The ARR, for example, if there is no ARR, what is ARR of I here? ARR of I means this is the first row's address and this is the second row's address. Okay, up to that is very clear, right? That is very clear. But what is ARR? ARR is the address of these two memory locations, these two rows are memory locations. For example, it is going to be like this. For example, it is going to be 12. What is this locating? This is the address, right? This is the memory location of this address. That means we are pointing here. For example, I am writing here star ARR 2 by 3. Just observe now. It is going to be placing that this value. The first row's address it is containing. First row's address it is maintaining the address and ARR is the address of another address location. Are you catching my point? This is a typical concept, no doubt about that, but very important one. Yes, is it clear, everyone? What is 2 by 2 array means? 2 by 2 array means it is going to be store the address rows. That means multiple single arrays, multiple single dimension arrays. Then now I am going to allocate by the use of this one. What I am doing here? I am doing allocating how many rows of that array, right? How many rows? Now I am going to allocate the columns for each row. Columns for each row. I am going to write ARR of I is equal to like simply what we are writing here, int star of malloc of C into size of int. That's it. For example, I am going for malloc here. Malloc, instead of malloc, I am going to write for calloc. By means it is going to be displaying that zeros, right? The default values of calloc is going to be zeros, right? Now I am going to print this array. Like this. calloc. Now I am going to execute it. It is going to be 3 by 3. Just observe here, 3 by 3. That is going to be memory locations of all the values are zeros, right? All the values are zeros here. All the values are zeros. 3 by 3. Is it possible or not? I am going to. This is the dynamic memory allocation. This is the dynamic memory allocation concept. What is the use of dynamic memory allocation? In previous example, I will show you. Just wait. This example, here I am taking that 100 by 100 is the maximum size, right? But I am using only 3 by 3. That means 100 by 100 means it is going to be 10,000 memory locations. But I am using only 9 memory locations. Remaining all are wasted here. Okay? But here using only 9 memory locations. I am declaring that 9 memory locations. I am allocating the memory only for the 9 memory locations. If I am going to using after the usage, I can free all the memory locations. I can free all the memory locations. That's it. Note it down, the dynamic memory allocation. Dynamic memory allocation concept. Note down everyone. What is ARR here? If I am going to display, I am going to write here that percentage D slash n comma ARR. One more thing I am going to write here, percentage D star ARR also. Star ARR means that is the memory location of first row. Note it down everyone. these lines are very important. Okay, these lines, omitting this line also, only these lines. Is it done, everyone? Is it finished? Can I scroll it?
Finish, sir.
It's not done.
That is also finished, sir.
Finished. Good. Now I am going to pass this 2D array into function. How we are going to pass this one? This one of how we are going to pass ARR is enough. ARR R comma C. We are going to pass what is the row size and what is the column size. If it is a single dimension array, there is no need to pass two values, right? One size is enough. Yes, but here how many sizes are there? Two sizes. One is for rows and the second one is for columns. That's why I'm passing the ARR and R and C also. Okay. Now void fun of int star star ARR comma int R comma int C. I'm going to print here int I comma j. That's it. For example, if I'm going to execute it 3 by 3, it is going to be print the values. It is going to be print the values. Is it working or not? Yes. I'm going to, instead of this one, I'm going to read the memory location, read the values. Then you will understand more clearly. Scanf and like this. If I'm going to execute it, it is going to be 2 by 3. 2 by 3 means 2 rows, 3 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is going to be print just 2 rows and 3 columns, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this. What I am doing here, I am going to allocate the memory using dynamic memory allocation, and I am going to read the values. I am going to read the values. I'm going to read the values, and then I am going to call the function. In the function call, I am going to pass ARR. And what is ARR here? ARR is not an integer value. That is not integer address also. What is that? What is that here? What is ARR here? Address of another address value. Address of, yes, address of another address, right? Address of another address. That's why I am taking here double pointer, not single pointer. That is not a single address. That is address of another address. That's why I am taking here double pointer here. Okay, and the remaining two are integer values. That's why I am taking like this. Just instead of printing here, I am going to check here, is it working perfectly or not. I am printing in the function call, function definition. Is it working? Is it printing perfectly or not? Yes, it is working now. Yes, note it down now. Note it down. Passing a 2D array into a function. Passing a 2D array into a function. First one is the static memory location, and the second one is the dynamic memory allocation, and the third one is passing 2D array to the function, and the fourth one is return 2D array from the function. These are the four concepts of 2D arrays. We are passing the 2D array, just simply we have to take star star ARR. If it is a single array, we are going to take star ARR. This is function definition. I think function definition is finished, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right. The main functionality. Main functionality is very similar to the previous one, right? We can take n number of ways here. For example, I am not allocating the column size here. I am not allocating the column size. I am allocating like this. Leave it. But not here. It can take. Then we can free the memory also here. We can free the memory also. 2 by 3, it is going to be values like this, and it is going to be print. What is the free option is working here? How the free option is working? For example, if I am going to display after the free one, if I am going to display after the free one, it is going to be 3 by 2. Just look at the garbage values are there. Why? Because the memory is freed at this position. That's why we are going to access the values again after the free operation. It is going to be give the garbage values. Okay. The next one is return 2D. We are going to return 2D array. How I am going to return 2D arrays? Instead of printing all these things, I am going to call here first of all. I am going to check is the modifications is done or not. If any modifications I am doing here, any modifications is done here in the function definition, in the function definition, is it applicable or not here? For example, I am writing here ARR of 0 and 0 is equal to some 100. Equal to some 100. I am not writing anything. I am modifying the values here. For example, I am going to execute it. It is going to be 2 by 2 matrix. And I am giving that 4 values like this. Just look at here. Is the first value is changing or not? Is the first value is changing or not? I am modifying the value in the functional definition. I am changing the value in the functional definition, and this is going to be applicable on this one. Okay, is it okay, everyone? What I am doing here? If any modifications on the functional definition, it is applicable on the main function array also. Okay. Just remember the points, that's it, nothing else. Don't write all the things, there is no need. But here I am going to write here result is equal to, and I am going to maintain some res. That means I am going to copy the values which are in ARR. I am going to copy all the values into result array. Okay, I am going to copy this one. For this I am going to write star res. What is my task here? I am going to change the functionality to copy function, copy underscore array, copy underscore 2D array. I am going to copy the values. I am going to copy the values which are in ARR. I am going to copy into res. Okay, the result is going to be printed in the res. Just look at here. What is the function definition? What is the function call here? The function call is going to, the name of the function is going to be copy to the array and the original array and the row size and the column size. And the return value, what is the return value here? The return value is a 2D array. Just look at here, star res. It is a 2D array. I am going to print the 2D array here. I am going to print the 2D array here. That means what is the return type of this one? That is not void. What is the return type of this one? Can anyone? What is the return type?
Int type.
Not int. If I am going to return, if I am going to return only one array, I am going to write int star, right? If I am going to return multi-dimensional array, then what I have to write? Students?
Int star, sir.
Star, that's it, nothing else. Some students are thinking that we have to write space here like this. We can write like this or we can write like this. Anything is okay. Okay, anything is okay. We can write like this also. Anything. Okay, we can write star near to the integer or the function name, or both are closed, no problem here. But if for something I am writing like this, okay, copy underscore 2D underscore ARR. Yes, this is the function definition here. This is the function definition. Now I am going to copy all the values. I am going to write star res here. I am going to star res. I am going to allocate the memory like this, right? I am going to allocate the memory like this to res. I am going to allocate the memory and now I am going to write here for I is equal to 0. For I is equal to 0, what is the copy value here? I am going to copy it here. Just now I am going to, if I am going to use here print ARR of I and j, means it is going to be print the values. instead of that one, I am going to copy all the values. I j is equal to, I am going to copy what is in AR of I and j. I am going to copy the values into res of I and j. I am going to copy all the values, the same memory locations, right? The same memory locations. I am going to, instead of printing AR of I and j, I am going to copy what is the value inside error of I and j. I am going to copy value into the res of I and j. But before that, I am going to allocate the memory. I am going to allocate the memory here, and after that, I am going to return res here. Just look at what is that. Yes, something I comma j is missing here. Yes. Now I am going to write 2 by 2. I am going to reading the values like this. But what I am printing here, I am printing the result array, not the, I am not printing in, just look at here, I am not printing ARR values here. I am printing the result. I am printing the result here. Yes, is it okay everyone? I am copying the values. I am copying the values from ARR to RES, and I am returning RES, and I am getting the output perfectly. That means it is going to be maintained. What is the values inside ARR is going to be maintained in RES here. Just note down the function definition. Is it clear everyone? First of all, I am going to allocate the memory. Allocate the memory first of all. Then I am going to copy all the values which are inside ARR. Is it okay everyone? Here four operations. Yes, okay. Four operations are there. First one is static memory location. The second one is how to allocate dynamic memory. And the third one is passing 2D array into the function. And the fourth one is return 2D array from the function. These are the four operations every time. Okay. The same four operations also I am dealing with 1D array also, right? Now I am dealing with 2D array. That's it. Nothing else. Copy the code. And one program is this one is also one program. That means I am going to copy the 2D array into another 2D array. Is this finished? Function definition. We are going to return 2D array. That's why we are going to write like this. What is the return type of this one? Int star star. That means we are going to return address of another address. That's why we are writing int star star. If you have any doubt, just print what is RES here. Just check every time. Yes, after the class when you are get free time, just work it again. Just copy, just don't copy and paste. Just analyze this one code, analyze the code, and try to access what is RES here, what is RES here, what it is printing. Just you have to explore it. then only you will get a clear idea about C language. Okay, C is a very huge concept. C has very huge concept. After 1 year we are reading C again, definitely it will give some surprise to you every time. It will give a new concept. Every time it gives only the new concept. Is it finished? This is the dynamic memory allocation concept. After dynamic memory allocation concept, the remaining is same.
Yes, sir.
For example, I am going to check here. Just wait. I am going to check here. RES of 100. Not running anything. Okay. Not working. Okay. And main function. This is the main function here. Try different types here. Is it working or not? Just you have to work all the values, something like that. Is it working or not? Is it working or not? Okay, four concept here we're using 2D array: static memory allocation, dynamic memory allocation, passing 2D array into the function, return 2D array from the function. The four concepts is the four concepts. If you know all the four concepts, then only we can do the problems with that. If you don't know the concept, then we cannot do anything. Okay. Tomorrow I'm going to discuss about some problems about 2D arrays. Okay.